Well, all right, all right, all right. We're in America's oldest city right now. We're going to go explore a little bit. Here you have the fort right here. We're going to head down towards the Lion Bridge, and this is it right here. It's absolutely just gorgeous here right now in St. Augustine. We're heading on up to Jacksonville when we leave here to go see my son. Gina's there already waiting on us. But just seeing what all was going on here in St. Augustine on our way up. I've not been here for a little bit over a year and a half. Actually, came down here and went to see the Christmas lights, and it was very beautiful, but very underwhelming. Also, I think the Christmas lights and the Bush, Brook Green Gardens is a lot better than what they have here. I was going to explore the fort, but we could spend an hour and a half in there. And I only want to do this. I want to keep this stream to about an hour of just walking through here. I set this up on, just set it up, just standing up here. Just a few minutes ago, I took the picture, did the thumbnail and everything standing up here on this corner here. But the St. Augustine Lighthouse is right about on the left side of that boat that's actually moving across there right now. You can see the lighthouse in the very distance right there. That's the lighthouse. So you actually go across the Lion Bridge here, and that will actually take you over to St. Augustine Beach. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here. They got all the boats coming up and down the coast here, but we're going to walk down to the Lion Bridge, and then we're going to head over towards Flagler College. But this restaurant right here, straight across from us, the first time we actually came down here, they were just building that restaurant. And me and Gina ate there, and it was really, really good. We really enjoyed it. We've ate 3 different meals here. Actually 4. 8 more than that, but in 3 of the restaurants here. And then we actually went out to St. Augustine Beach and had some seafood out there our first visit here. First visit here was to come down and watch the 4th of July fireworks. And we set up here, and they had the fireworks out over here. So over top of the bay is where they had the fireworks, and it was really, really beautiful fireworks. But they'll have the Christmas lights. All these buildings here will be decorated for Christmas. They do a really good job, but it's overwhelming though. It's just light after light after light. And I'm gonna try to come back down here this year and do the Christmas lights this year. I might even still have that video somewhere saved. But people doing a little bit of fishing here. I didn't want to schedule this from Orlando and then drive up here because I didn't know what time I would actually be able to make it up here. Now your Spanish Street and all that's on the back side of this here. But we're going to walk down to the Lion Bridge, show you the entrance to the Lion Bridge. It goes across over to St. Augustine Beach. I like that big catamaran right here. That thing is huge. Some nice boats out here. A lot of catamarans out there. I would actually think about that. If I stayed here and lived up here, that might be something that I might do, is just buy a boat and live on a boat here. That would be pretty cool. But this is actually a day. Now you got one of the little trolley cars here that drives around, gives you the tour. They do ghost tours. So we did a ghost tour one night while we were up here. We actually stayed in a bed and breakfast, me and Gina, for our anniversary. That's when the first time we came down to see the Christmas lights, because they were still up when we came down. But the bed and breakfast was only about 2 blocks away from everything here, and there is a lot of stuff here. So I missed the Holiday Inn. Did I miss the Holiday Inn here? I must have. Oh. Well, anyway, there's another restaurant. It's actually, Holiday Inn is back here, and it's out on the other side. So we stayed there one night. And the red, I think that's red. I'm colorblind, so you have to excuse me. This restaurant right here is probably the most popular restaurant in St. Augustine. It's a great little city to e-bike around. Some really good food trucks that are actually on the outside. So Casa Reina here, that's a tequila bar, Mexican restaurant. But we're almost up here to the Bridge of Lions now. So this is one of the things that I really want to start doing, is start venturing out and exploring other areas of Florida. Because this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town, beautiful city to visit. You could actually spend a couple of days here and take everything in, which would be really nice. Now, Christmas, they'll have lights all on the bridge here. They'll have lights over here on the other side. But the majority of all your lights are actually right here on this street. I mean, the downtown area will be decorated. But here you have the Bridge of Lions. (1513) when this city was established for the fort. I mean, it's really nice. So let's walk. I'm going to go back across. I'm going to go back. That's my daughter calling me. I told them I was going to be stopping and doing a live stream. I didn't check it to see what was going on, but they're probably wondering where I'm at. But we're going to walk across the street here and then start hitting the streets here. Now, you have a Ripley's, believe it or not, and the tours are really good. I mean, your Coast Guard station is right down the street here, which is really cool. Got a marina over here, which is really cool. So I think it's got a putt-putt golf course at it. But this over here is your downtown area, and we're going to head into it. You can look up here. Actually, got to go across the street now. There's one of your beach buses, Old Town trolleys. I mean, there is a lot that you can do here and see. So we're gonna walk up this street, back up. I'm gonna show you that restaurant. Make sure I get the name and everything correct on it. The only bad thing about visiting here is parking. Parking is a premium. It is a real big premium. Parking is expensive here. It's even more expensive than parking in Myrtle Beach, if you can believe that, Ricky. Look at the flowers. These are really, I love these plants here. I've definitely got to get the name of these. I don't think we can grow those in Myrtle Beach, but got some hibiscus here. Okay, it's Harry's. Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill. See, you've got some people in here eating right now, but got a really, really good menu here. And we're actually Gina's made us reservations. She's actually made us reservations for, I mean, it's not really overly expensive either. I mean, Cajun seared tuna, $19.99. These are really good prices here. It's a lot better than what you'd be paying in Myrtle Beach. Actually, I'm gonna steal a menu. So come back up here and eat sometime, maybe with Gina. But there is a Columbia restaurant here. It's got the mojitos, and it's famous for its iceberg lettuce. Did a video a couple years back on that. Really good restaurant. There's actually one in Celebration, Florida, that we'll probably try to go eat at here at some point in time. There's another restaurant here. It's very popular. It'd be packed out majority of the time. Actually, you got upstairs seating up there, which is cool. Got top trolley tickets everywhere for sale here. Now they will, during the Christmas, they will hang lights off of these trees, the icicle lights hanging down, which is really cool. We ate in this Greek restaurant. It was good. It was really good. So there is a lot of restaurants here. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff to do here, a lot of stuff to see. Actually, when I came in one of the side streets. This is Flagler College right here in front of us. Have this big chapel here. Got a couple of big churches here. We'll cut across the street here behind this car. Doing a little bit of jaywalking here, so I can show you everything. They've got a lot here. I mean, there's another church over here. I mean, I need to come back up here and just do a deep dive into St. Augustine. I mean, I want to do Winter Garden right where I'm living at. I mean, there's just so much here. We're going to come back and we'll do the side streets. All right, so Avella Street is right here. Got a lot of stuff down it. Got a big gallery right here. Got this church here. I mean, there is just so much to see. And I told Gina for years when we would be going down to Disney or going the Universal that I wanted to stop in here and visit St. Augustine. And it does not disappoint. I mean, put this, if you're driving down 95, take a day, make your reservations, take a day and stop here. Oh, wow, I've never read this one. Okay, prisoners of war in St. Augustine during the American Revolution. I mean, there is so much history here. It's amazing how much history is here. And it's amazing how this city, Savannah, this is the governor's house. Have a lot of museums. It's a museum. I have a museum in here, which is pretty cool. So we're going to get down here. There's one of the big trolleys you can take around. But it's amazing how tied together Savannah, Charleston, and St. Augustine are tied together by people, either through the American Revolution or through the Civil War. There is just so much. There's so much tied together. This is a big, I'm going to say resort here. It's the Casa Monica. Big resort. Really, it's got some, it's actually got a galleria down here. But here's Flagler College. So you got, over here you got the Lightner Museum, which is really cool. And you got to check out the Lightner Museum. And they'll do a lot of Christmas stuff out here, which is really pretty. The college is lit up. There is some glass in here. There's another little museum down here on the left, down here. There's some really old graveyards. So if you do the ghost tour, it's really cool. I mean, just coming here and doing a walk around video without any editing, there is something interesting everywhere in this town, in this city. Beautiful architecture, beautiful city, beautiful town. I mean, it's something to come and see for yourself and enjoy if you've never been here. All right, so we're going to jump across the street here, and we're going to hit. So I didn't pick up a map. They're free if you pay for the parking. You pay for the parking in the parking building, which is, I mean, it's just expensive, but it actually, you're going to be here all day. It's cool. It's a good thing to do. But they will give you, I say parking here is $30. Wow. That's really high. But it's the price you're going to pay here. Here's the backside of the governor's house here. So we are back on the same street that we were on earlier. Selling some jewelry here, which is cool. So having the healing service here, May 25th. And I didn't catch which street we're on. We'll see it. We'll catch it on this next. We'll catch it on this next side street here. So nice galleria right here. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 of these streets, 2 or 3 of these streets, 3 streets, I think, from what I remember. This shell shop right here has got a lot of cool stuff in it. It's got a lot of pirate stuff. I'm gonna walk through this one here real quick. So, see here, you've got some tikis right here. I like the tikis. They get that air conditioning. You got a lot of pirate stuff here. Some really, really cool stuff. Like the glass bowls here. Now, the flea market, Myrtle Beach.
Sir, just letting you know there's no photography.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so don't allow you to video or record in there, so get out real quick. Did not see that on the outside anywhere. So that's cool. No problem. But you get the gist of it there. The steampunk trunk is really cool. And Nalani's gotten some stuff in there. Now, this street here, see, this is St. George's. We're on St. George's right now. The cotton collection here has got some really nice stuff. Souvenir City, you got Pirates Paradise. Got a Ben and Jerry's. Can't go anywhere and not have a Ben and Jerry's. So you got a lot of stuff here. You got prehistoric, got a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff to see. I mean, this is a Broadway at the beach, downtown Disney Springs, Prohibition Kitchen. That's pretty popular now. It gets really, really busy. I mean, you can see it right at, 12 o'clock or so right now. 11:45 or so, you can see how many people are actually out walking about right now. You got Earthbound Trading here.
Yeah.
I used to get a kick out of that. You can't, there's no video recording in here. It's like they've got stuff in there that nobody else is going to have. The video I did down in, well, I don't even know if I put that out or not. I know I did a short. So food shops, entertainment here, and actually there's some really good bars just off the street here. All right, so here is Columbia. We've got a video on Columbia. It's actually one of the better videos for the channel. But here is Columbia. So really good food, known for their iceberg lettuce. Now the original one is over outside of Tampa. We've talked about going over there to try it out. Now, it's how tied together Savannah, Charleston, Myrtle Beach areas are. This statue that's right here is actually same statues that are at Brook Green Garden. I can't think of her name right now. I'm drawing a blank on her name. But that statue is actually from there. She did all the statues in Brook Green just about. And then Her house is over. Her and her husband's house is, gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the state park, Myrtle Beach, not Myrtle Beach State Park, Huntington Beach. Her house is in Huntington Beach State Park. So we got some live music here going on back here. This is a pub back here. So that's what I'm saying. There is a lot going on here. A lot going on. It's really wish they could get the downtown Myrtle Beach area more like this. There's actually a, let's see here, which is really cool. I think it's up this street here, actually. There is a, it might be down here. It's a medieval torture. Sounds funny, but that's what it is. It's a really good venue to walk through and check out. I mean, just a lot of really cute outdoor seating restaurants. I mean, it's probably really beautiful to come down here in maybe February, March time frame when you get those really beautiful days down here in Florida. Would be, I mean, even in December, January, we'll get those beautiful days down here. So this is the Colonial Oak Music Park. So they're going to have live music back here. I mean, where are you going to find stuff like this made out of the old coquina, hand cut? I mean, this looks like a lot of fun right here. So that's the Colonial Oak. So we got the Castillo San Marcos Fort over here, and then what down the street here is actually the city where the city gate would be at, which is down here. So we'll go down here and look at the city gate, show you that. I started to do my thumbnail on that. So this is the oldest wooden house in the USA, St. Augustine, Florida. Wooden schoolhouse, wooden schoolhouse. Love this old anchor out here in the front. Ghostly encounters.
Not talk about it.
Yeah, I'm all right now. I revived.
But I think this is a nice little outdoor seating area restaurant back here. So here is your city gates here. This would have been the gate to the city. So the city was over here, and your fort is back over here, and then the fort guards the entrance to this harbor here. So we're going to, let's actually walk down. This graveyard over here is pretty interesting. Take a look at it. And so the Ripley's, believe it or not, and everything is down. This is one right here. It is down here, but look at this graveyard here, 1879, 1818, 1879 here, 1881. I mean, really, really old graves here. I see, got the gallery right here across from us. But I do appreciate everybody joining me here for the stream here. I didn't know when to set this up, but the visitor center is right over here, and that's where I parked at. Big parking garage here. You got a lot of tiki stuff here around the World Marketplace. You get some sandwiches here. You got your trolleys here getting sold. Little outdoor restaurant venue here.
Husband daycare. Oh my gosh.
I show the Jeeps here. If there's something going on or not. All right, so what street are we here on? Just gonna have a lot of housing here down this street here. It goes right back down into Flagler College. But the Potter's Wax Museum is right here. So Potter's here. Another cemetery is down here. Now the bed and breakfast that we stayed in is actually like 2 streets down and 1 street over, I believe. Might even be closer than that. So look at this view. Yeah, because the first time we stayed down here, we stayed in another bed and breakfast, and it was Airbnb. It wasn't a bed and breakfast. It was Airbnb, and it was actually on the backside of this cemetery here. So you do the ghost tours here. It's pretty fun. But yeah, our Airbnb was like right over this side right here when we came down. The first time we came down for 4th of July. Also, you have a big row of military graves here. So here we have a bed and breakfast here. It's the Southern Wind. So you can see you're only 1 street back from the main drag, which is right over here. So you're really close. A lot of these in here are all bed and breakfast here. Trying to think where ours was at when we came down. It was down one of these side streets here. It would be over here to the right. It wasn't too far off of Flagler College, which is right here. Oh, wow. Okay. Even closer than I thought. This is actually it right here, the carriageway. This is where we stayed for our anniversary, which is really cool. We actually had this room right here on the corner right here. So we weren't too far off, but really nice bed and breakfast. So we were just right down the street from everything. I mean, it's just right here where we were at earlier. All day brunch, coffee, cafe. Okay, here's some more carriageway here. I forgot they actually had two separate buildings here. They were from, I think, New Jersey. Came down here and bought that.
You don't have to hold my hand, but you gotta keep up.
So here's Spanish Street. Okay. Here's Spanish Street here. So I knew there was a second street here, but this is it right here. They've got it blocked off now. So you do have some bread and breakfast down here. Okay, so here's and like I said, there is history everywhere. History everywhere. Cute little homes. I mean, I guess you would call these, well, if you were in Key West, you'd call them Key West homes, I guess. But that's what we're going to call them. Love all of the coquina rocks, or the coquina that was cut out of the quarries here, which is actually what the fort is made out of. Now, some of the fort walls, they actually did the palmetto logs, which is really cool. Cafe Cava. I mean, the homes are just really cool here. Looking for a cut through where I can actually cut back across here. All right, we're gonna cut through here. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. But this is a little bit of a restaurant back here, probably. And we're gonna cut back and go all the way back over to the fort. Walk around the fort. Little grill here. 16th century Spanish whale. Be cool for a little grill though. Made out of that coquina. And we'll give the vintage cigar lounge here. So this is the same street we were on earlier. So we're going to go down. We'll make a left and go out to the main drag. Go over to the fort, cross over and go to the fort. All right, so I don't know if you heard that, but that man had the case of the walking farts. which is funny.
Went to that store.
I mean, you got original, probably not original to the city, but a lot of these are really, let's see when this one was built. 1762, National Registry. 1761, first Spanish colonial period, built prior to 1761. So, I mean, there's just so much history when you walk around here.
Really eat sweets every morning.
1798 here, Olivero's house. And like I said, there's side streets. There's a lot of stuff on the side streets that you need to check out. Got all the brick, old brick Charleston. I call it Charleston style. It was actually used as ship ballast when they would sail over from Europe. They would use the brick. They'd make the brick and they'd use that for ballast to hold the ships down as they came across, and then load back up with the cotton and tobacco and everything and go back with that, and then they would come back and do it again. So that's where you get all of these old Charleston style brick at. Bar Cuba here, fine wines, cigarettes. So we're actually, like I said, we're gonna start exploring more of old Florida. Want to hit all the little old downtown shops because they're all really cool. I mean, like this one here. That's actually have coffee in there. There's a restaurant here. It's got not too far off. That's got ice cream also. So we're going to walk down this street here. Here's the River Fort restaurant I pointed out first here. Really, really good restaurant. So this is a cigar bar here. Have Catch Land Sea here, Catch 27, seafood restaurant, Shipwreck Museum and Galleria, which would be cool. So down this street, got some little restaurants and some other stuff here. This little place here looks cool. It's the backyard. That looks really quaint. Got like an old well there in the center of it. Have an inn here. Inn on Charlotte. Boutique Hotel here. Casablanca Boutique. I probably need to get in the shade here so I can keep my phone a little bit on the cooler side. At least the breeze is blowing right now. It'll overheat here. But if you just joining us, we've been doing a little tour of St. Augustine today, and we're going to head on up to Jacksonville. Here's a restaurant menu here, Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill. We're actually going to pass that here when we come back up around Main Street. Here's the Avelis Restaurant Lounge there. You got a Starbucks in there. So we're on one of the back streets. We're not on the main street here for shopping. But there is something interesting. You got a little Galleria there. Another juice bar, coffee house. So Flagler College is right back over here. Church, the Catholic Church is right here behind this big building here. Just kind of move around some people here. So Harry's is right here. Backside of Harry's is right here. So this is, I think, that should be the Holiday Inn, I believe here. I think it's a Holiday Inn. But Harry's, it's really good. So actually we'll be, I think Gina's made us reservations for Tommy Bahama, which is not too far off from where my son is at. And then actually got going to go see Stitch tonight. Casuarina, really popular hangout at night. I mean, we've never eaten in here, but I know it's really popular. All right, so we're back out to the Line Bridge here. We're going to make a left and head back down towards the fort, and we'll check out everything on this side here. All right, so this is the front of Harry's over here. I mean, if you're a foodie, this is one city that you definitely need to come check out if you're a foodie. But I would stop at least for the day if I could. I think that's actually what we did one time. We stopped here on the way down because I know Nalani was with us when we stayed here. So we stopped here on our way down to Universal. Here's an Italian restaurant here. Looks really nice in there. I have to definitely check them out at some point in time. And we're going to cut through the visitor center. Check out the visitor center. It's a Hilton. I'm sorry. It's a Hilton property. Holiday Inn is all down the street. So this is a Hilton. This is a Hilton here. They do really nice decorations for the Christmas. So here you have the Martini Bar, really popular at night. And they must have got on him. This guy here would they would fly some Trump gear, so they're not flying it now. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. All right, so you got an Irish pub here, pretty it's a popular Johnny's here, famous Johnny's Oyster Bar, open. Listen to a little bit of Motorhead in there. Then you have a Best Western here. So I mean, there are some, but you have to book these places way out in advance. I mean, you really have to book these out in advance. And the price difference is huge just going across the bay and staying over there. Now, there is actually, oh my gosh, there's actually a bed and breakfast over here that they have a spiral staircase up to the top that you can actually see the Christmas lights that they have up, which is cool. So I'll have to get up with the guy that stayed over there. Him and his wife stayed over there. He was telling me about it. They stayed there. So you got the fort over here, and I could go in the fort, but Nalani has called me, so I'm gonna head on down. And we're gonna head into but you can parking over here. I mean, you can risk parking over here. I have to be able to find it. So here's the ice cream right here. It's a Castillo ice cream and espresso. And then you have the Colonial Quarter right here, historic adventure tour. They put on a big show back here. It's we've never done it, but you'll hear a lot of people at night doing it. This is one of the trolley pickups here. You can get on the trolley and go all over the place here. And it's pretty much a tour, different things. You can see back there they have a ship, a lot of American stuff, but it's like it just talks about the history of the city, and they do a lot of Civil War, I guess, Revolutionary War reenactments in there. This is really popular here. The No Name Bar and Grill. And then here you have the Pirate Treasure Museum, right across from the fort. You can see the palmetto logs over here that they used. I mean, those are pretty much resilient to cannonballs. Would not splinter. I don't know if you've ever tried to cut one up with a chainsaw, but it's just made up of micro fibers surrounded by water. I mean, it's just I have a really high water holding capacity. Oh, I forgot that part of it. The fountain is actually down here also. It's right across, it's right beside Ripley's. And pretty interesting facts about they had different, for the cannonballs up there, they had different cannons up there and different mortars up there that you can go through and see, which is really cool. You see here how they did the embankments with the palmetto and put dirt behind them and another row of palmettos. That was your forts back then, which is pretty cool. So we're back down at this graveyard here, and the visitor center is right up here. A lot of your trolley tours will actually start down here. And since I have not been from here up to my son's, which should only be about 20 some miles or 30 miles, I'm gonna head up the beach. Hopefully it's not, I know it's a Saturday, so there's gonna be a lot of people going to the beach, but he's not even a mile off the beach. So hopefully get up there and see him. And forget exactly what this is right here.